When you start working in MailChimp, you'll want to define your lists pretty quickly. A subscriber list contains the names, email addresses, time zones, birth dates, and any other information that you gather about the people who have signed up to receive your emails. You can define the information you gather, but we'll be doing that in another video. Nearly everything you do in MailChimp revolves around your list. The first thing you do when sending any email is to select which list you want to send that email to. So it's important to think about who you will be sending email campaigns to and what you will be sending them. MailChimp is a permissions-based email service, which means that there are no purchased, rented, or scraped lists allowed, no matter what. You can import lists that conform to MailChimp guidelines, however, and these include people who previously opted in, people who made a purchase and gave their permission, or people who attended an event and gave you their email. Essentially, it's very important to make sure that the list you have conforms to MailChimp guidelines, and we'll take some more time to talk about that later. Each list is a separate entity, so subscribers on one list are not synchronized to any other list. This keeps the data in your lists separate and easier to control. When you first start using MailChimp, you have no list, so you'll need to create one. We'll click Create List in the top right. Now here we're going to define a new list by filling in a bunch of list details. The list name is probably the most important. The default from email will display in the newsletters that you send, so it can be any kind of email address, but it should be an email address that you have access to. It's also best if it's recognizable. The default from name, this might be the editor of your company or the CEO, for example, someone or something that subscribers will recognize. Next is a short reminder that helps subscribers recognize that they joined the list voluntarily so that they don't immediately click unsubscribe. This keeps your list from getting locked out by MailChimp too. The contact information for this list is pre-populated from your account settings. Think of this as the same contact information you would have on your website's Contact Us page or on a press release. It should be a real address. If the pre-populated address isn't what you want displayed, you can click Edit down here and change it now. Ours is fine, so we're going to continue. Next, you'll select how often you want to receive notices of when subscribers join. Now, it can be really fun when you see your engagement campaigns working for you and you start seeing a lot of people joining, but this can also fill up your email box. If you select none of the boxes, you won't be notified at all, so you'll have to log into MailChimp to see if your list is growing. I'm going to choose Daily Summary because that's plenty of information for me. We'll click Save. Now that you have defined a list, new subscribers will be added when they opt in on your website or Facebook page. In the next video, we'll add a few subscribers to this list.